Hearing Valerie and Jason were engaged, I was extremely happy for the two of them, and then immediately overwhelmed by what the heck being maid of honor meant. She had been telling me for years, sometimes in front of Jason, that when she got married, I was going to be the maid of honor, but I was pretty clueless on the details. So, last April when they got the ball rolling, I immediately went to Barnes & Noble's to buy a guidebook. This guidebook scared the living crap out of me. There was an entire chapter on how to tame the bridezilla without offending her, how to appropriately interact with the mother of the bride. So,
that could be a rough one.
If I listened to this guidebook, I'd expect a handful of conversations with Valerie about how not to hurt her feelings, but tell her that she was getting a little bit too much, and to make sure that I assert myself more and make my voice heard, which, if you know me, never been a problem. And I'd also be asking my own mother out to tea with a hidden agenda. Now, I've many times had a hidden agenda with my mother, but it's more along the lines of asking for $20 than fighting over floral arrangement. But lucky for me, this wasn't just any wedding. This is my sister's and Jason's wedding. I had a Google Doc waiting for me coming home from class for every step of the game. As the wedding got closer and actual planning needed to happen, I laughed at myself for thinking I needed a guidebook. I had Valerie. She was my first role model growing up, and although I fought her on just about everything, I always knew I had someone on my side. She was there for me whenever I needed a friend, or whenever I needed a stern talking to. And she molded me into the person I am today. So blame her. I owe a lot of my personality to Valerie because she taught me that it's okay to be yourself. She took every computer science class in high school. She graduated IST. She also has the pinkest office I have ever seen. And that's including Barbie. People do not fit into nice little boxes, and she taught me that. Valerie's an amazing person. I'm honored to call her my sister. And as for Jason, from the perfect proposal in Disney to the way you second naturally called her sweetheart at every conversation I've ever had with you, I know you will treat her the way my big sister deserves. I love you both, and congratulations on your new life together. Raise a glass.
Let's join together and give Emily a big round of applause too as well for sharing with us. And we're also going to put our hands together for our best man, Michael, as he gives us our second and final toast of the evening. So again, let's put our hands together for Michael to give him a little encouragement. Thank you.
All right, so first and foremost, thank you all for being here. I know it means a lot to both of these guys to have 150 people sharing in their day together. But, you know, I'm going to actually take it back to Jason growing up. Jason growing up, being the oldest brother out of 5 of us, he never let us forget it. Every video game, every wrestling match, it didn't stop until there were tears. Period. But the first time I met Val, it actually changed. She came over for Thanksgiving the first year after we were dating. And after dinner finished, it didn't take long for Jason to get back to his brotherly love. And a wrestling match quickly ensued in the living room. Well, you know, a couple minutes passed, and actually I won that one. So, Val let it run its course without saying a word, so I gave her a lot of credit for that first and foremost, growing up with only a sister. But about 10 minutes passed by, and we're all hanging around the living room again, chatting, and Jason's still a little salty. And he winds up and tries to catch me not looking to go in for one of his patented Charlie horses while I'm looking away. But as soon as he winds up, I hear that now familiar, what are you doing? from Valerie. And in that instant, he stops before it even gets to my hip. And it just flabbergasted me. But that move right there showed me so much about their relationship that I don't think they realized at the time. But it showed me how much respect that Jason has for Val and the kindness and compassion that Val really has for other people. But most of all, love between the two of them, that they really do connect. But it also showed me why they're perfect complements of each other. When Jason gets maybe a little too ambitious, Val's there to bring him back and bring that kindness and compassion right back into his life. And conversely, it's that same ambition that provides Val with a new perspective after only growing up with a sister, a new perspective to the world every day there. But that's only one example of those key values of respect, compassion, and love that leaves me no doubt that they will be together forever and makes me proud to have a new big sister in Val. So here's a toast to true love forever. Congratulations, Jason and Val.
Thank you so much, Michael, for sharing with us. Now we're ready to have a few more dances, the first of which